Okay. I don't know why I didn't take my normal waterfall pieces. Okay, I'll drag you in a second, Coaster Kid. There you go. Pulled you down. Your microphone's muted, just a heads up.
Hold on, let me just mute this Twitch thing. Is it?
Sorry? I think, but...
Okay.
Because I can hear you. You just said something.
Okay, you can hear it? Yeah, okay.
It just sounded like you cut out, and I wasn't sure if you cut out intentionally or if that was just like...
No, I was testing it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So how's things? What's up?
Oh, that's good.
Anything in particular you wanted to talk about, or just general stuff?
Just general stuff.
So what you been up
Creating.
to? I was building stuff, I guess.
I'm creating this floorless coaster right here in the by the fountain.
By the fountain? With... Like the big yellow one? Or are you working on...
Yeah, the big yellow one.
Gotcha. Anything in specific you like are trying to model it after or inspired by, or are you just kind of winging it?
Kind of like a mix of Bizarro from Great Adventure. In a Great Adventure.
Gotcha.
But, you know.
Just kind of screwing around and having fun, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't built like anything real big in a while. It's been a while. Like I'd say it's been a solid couple weeks because, as I mentioned earlier when I was talking to Cyclone, I have to try and keep things. I have to try and keep things kind of mellow on my end so I don't like have too much to do at once. All right, we'll see you later, Michelle. Thanks for hanging out, friend. I'm glad you had fun building. Yeah, no, I always have to try and keep things mellow.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
If I'm just like, I'm gonna go build a huge project, then usually the rest of the park just kind of goes to shit. Holy Jesus, that's a big roller coaster. Excuse me while a Giga shows up. A wild Giga has appeared. Ooh,
yeah, like, I like building Gigas, but it's just a lot of work, and, you know, it's a big project, so I have to keep it small.
I built one a while ago. It was like, man, like 3 or 4 weeks ago now? Or 5 weeks ago now? Hey, Shades, how you doing? Yeah, no, the whole purpose of just like bringing people in on voice is to just, as I said before, like try and maybe make these multiplayer RCT days into almost more of a community day than just kind of than just like multiplayer, you know? Try and make them a little bit more than just that, because I've kind of noticed after a little while of doing these multiplayer games is there are certain people that will just tune in for these, and I kind of want to give everybody a reason to tune into these streams, you know? I like your coaster. Which one's your coaster? Is yours?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
This kind of like knot thing? I say knot because it looks kind of like it's tied in a knot. Or like a pretzel. Oh, I see. It's called Mom's Spaghetti. This makes so much sense now. I understand. Okay. Thank you. I get it now. It's cool. Look in one of the ratings. Mom's Spaghetti Tomato and Mom's Spaghetti Shrooms. Yeah, huh?
Ah, that's weird. I can't test the coaster.
It might be in your settings.
Yeah,
So what have you been up to outside of video games recently, if there's anything you want to talk about? Like, we could literally talk about anything here, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, not so much. I got AP tests coming up in school, so that's nothing much, really.
Apparently you can't test if it's block sectioned, so if you put in block breaks, you can't test them. So that would be why.
No, I think I put in regular breaks.
Okay. Just an idea from Cyclone. So if you've been watching,
double check though.
If you've been watching a lot of Cleve recently, you'll have both of us in one place tomorrow. So I'll make things easy for you.
Oh yeah. Have you seen his park so far?
I pop in and out. I popped in for a couple minutes today. I lurk around a lot. Like, I had 6 streams open this morning before I started this. And I like this. This is a good roller coaster, or good set of roller coasters. Wait. Anyways, go on. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Seemed like I did. So do you just really like the project that Cleve's going on right now or something, or?
Yeah, I like that, like, generic theme. You know, you don't see that a lot in Planet Coaster.
What do you mean by generic theme?
I don't know, like a Six Flags-esque park or something like that, or like Cedar Point, or like
So just kind of no theme.
parks.
It's not even generic theme, it's just theme, no theme.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you see that a lot, but just a lot of people don't do it very well.
Yeah.
Like, you'll get a lot of the generic theme. Like, for me, I for a while now, I've kind of wanted to try building a park kind of similar to the one that's close to me, which is essentially, for all intents and purposes, like, you know, traveling fairs, right? Like, just those shitty things that'll just set up in a parking lot and just, like, charge way too much for everything. It's essentially like 12 of those all in one place all the time. So it's like a bunch of traveling fairs that they'll license the rides out, and then just like a Vekoma Aero Coaster and an Old Woody, and then just like a couple of and then a couple other things that just never move, like the log flume, which is actually pretty great. Actually, it's just like a very simple log flume, but it's fun. My music ended. I'm sad. So it's like just in general, just a very simple park. We'll see you later, Pete. Thanks for hanging out, man. And thanks for the spaghetti. I will definitely eat that later. But
yeah.
sure the guests will enjoy it. So I've kind of wanted to attempt a park kind of like that. Maybe make some fairground rides. It's kind of funny, though, because, like, there's also, like, a fairground next to it with, like, a stadium and a bunch of other stuff, which is technically not part of the theme park, but during 1 week of the year, they actually will rent that out to small fairs. So they'll bring in even more, like, random flat rides. So it's always neat, like, what's there. Especially if you like fairground style stuff. Like, it's, even though it's kind of a shitty amusement park, it's got some stuff going for it. I don't know, I like that place. It's like home to me.
Yeah.
And if you go on the right day, it's like $5 at the right time of year when it's raining and it's like empty and there's no one in there. You just go on the wooden roller coaster like 6 times and go home. You know, it's like...
Yeah. The fairgrounds we have here don't even have, like, wooden coasters. They'll have, like, those rinky-dink, you know.
Vekoma corkscrew is what I meant to say.
Oh, you get Vekomas, too?
It's just a Vekoma corkscrew. Did I say something different? Because that's what I meant to say. Specifically, it's the one from Final Destination 3. If you ever saw that movie.
You don't,
Oh, that's funny, Fog. Sorry, someone renamed Fog's Ride to Cheap Bear and Ripoff.
Cheap Bear ripoff.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, you don't see a lot of Vekomas and arrows around anymore.
I mean, you know, it's painful unless you sit in the back. That's like the secret to that ride is you sit in the back. You sit in the back and it goes twice as fast. It feels like you're going twice as fast and it doesn't hurt. You sit in the front, that ride hurts. I don't know what it is about the front cars and that thing, but man, that fucking Vekoma, man. That's all I have to say.
Try going on a Great American Scream Machine. That gives you migraines.
It's not a boomerang though. It's just a corkscrew. Like, you know, pretty standard chain lift up the thing, then down and around and just double corkscrew. Like, it's nothing It's definitely not a boomerang. But
Great Adventure. The one was like 5 loops or whatever.
oh,
Like
really?
4 crooks. Yeah. They took it down though.
I'd love to go to a Six Flags owned park. The problem is, like, you know, my girlfriend just hates roller coasters, right? So
Hold on a second.
the only time I would end up going to something like that would be with my girlfriend. Hey, Piano Man, how you doing? Wait, what do you mean don't drop the camera? And play RCT Classic all day? I mean, just wait until OpenRCT supports RCT Classic and you can just install OpenRCT over that. Let's go this way. So just kind of an open question to the people watching in chat. What do you guys think of these call-ins so far? What do you think of this as an idea? Just something that we can do during Mondays? Is this something you'd like to see more of, or never again? Send help? Oh, yeah, okay. Dude, I haven't seen Final Destination 3 in, like, the better part of maybe 5 years? 6 years, maybe? You can, dude, it's literally just open. If you want to come in, I can, when Coaster Kid comes back, you can boot him out in a minute and bring you in if you want. Lewis?
Alright, I'm back.
So, is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Because, my moderator, Lewis, wants to hop in and chat for a bit.
Well, nah, I'm pretty good.
You're pretty good?
Yep.
Well, hopefully we can talk to you again next week, I guess. And thanks for hanging out, and thanks for participating on the server. And let me know when your stuff's done, and then I'll come take a look.
Okay.
Cheers. So, Lewis, you can just hop in, you know. Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of the Final Destination movies in for fucking ever, dude. It's been a minute since I've seen those movies. Like, same with, okay, weird statement. Like, I was working a couple days ago, and like just on TV was what's it called? Oh man, Scream 2, I think it was either 2 or 3, one of the two. It was one of the Scream movies. And I just sat there like before my shift and watched the better part of 20 minutes of Scream and was like, man, I need to watch Scream again. I really like Scream. Mostly awkward? Gotcha. Well, I mean, Sometimes you'll have awkward call-ins, sometimes you'll have less awkward call-ins. It really depends on the person calling in, right? But if it's ruining your stream experience, please let me know and we'll stop.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Dude, I want to play Scanner Sombra. By the way, this is Lewis, LRFLEW, just so that everybody's clear.
I think I still have it set to push to talk. I should probably turn that off.
Yeah, I haven't. I turned that. I turn it on and off periodically depending on whether or not I need it.
Ready? There. That should turn it off.
Hey, Billy, thanks for that host, dude.
I don't see that, but yay, thanks.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Did I type that name in right?
past few days.
Which Jim Sterling has coined as the best game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny.
I don't know.
It's going well, Billy. Did you finish that entrance that you were working on, or? Because like you looked like you were making some pretty good progress when I stopped by earlier today. Right before I started this, because I was like, man, I gotta go say hi to Billy, because he's working on. Because Billy was working on the Mont Subland, which is what I worked on for 14 hours during my 24-hour stream. I was like, man, Got a few days to work on it. Good stuff. Wow, that's a short soundtrack.
You're still listening to FTL?
No. I listened to Risk of Rain and it like just ended in like what felt like a minute. So I'm gonna start it over because I like the soundtrack a lot. So I don't know. What have you been up to aside from Mario Kart 8ing, I guess?
Not terribly much. I mean, I could tell the story of what I did this weekend, which, if you don't know, my parents are still like really actively playing Pokemon Go.
Okay.
And so apparently there was a big Pokemon Go get together in town at a nearby park. And so they ended up dragging me along, and I just brought my Switch basically and played the entire time.
So what happens at a Pokemon Go get together?
A lot of talking.
This is a thing I'm trying out, Shadow Girl. This is new. Okay, so did anything like interesting happen during this meetup, or did you just like go and be like, why am I here? God kill me.
I mean, I talked to a few people. I got to show off my Switch, of course. You know, I had fun with that.
Did you have the in the park Switch experience where you like set it down and play games?
Oh yeah, no, I did it in the tabletop mode where I had, the Switch on the desk and I had the controller in my hand and a dog rubbing himself against my leg.
Is that included in the tabletop mode? I was unaware of this feature.
It's what I ended up having. So,
Is it true that there's a Monopoly game for the Switch?
I don't know. I can check the eShop.
Someone told me that there is like a $40 game of Monopoly for the Switch for some fucking reason.
I think there's one coming out. I think that's what I heard. They announced it.
Okay. Because I remember hearing something about that and thinking that was just the dumbest shit in the world, and then having this momentary thought of, oh god, someone might actually buy that. When you could get like a physical version of that terrible board game for like another $8 or not even. I'm sure you could get a physical version of Monopoly for $30 these days, right? Like, that's got to be a thing.
Yeah, probably. But I mean,
we'll see you later, Jarno.
Version it takes too long. I like the digital ones because most of the ones I've seen shorten the gameplay a lot.
I just don't like Monopoly. It's just not a very like. If I have the option between Monopoly or Settlers of Catan, do I really need to tell you which one I'm playing?
I don't think I've ever played Settlers of Catan.
Well, one is a good board game. The other is Monopoly.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't like Monopoly. Like, it's just not a good board game. See? James agrees. I think that's what GG means in this case. So I really want to play Scanner Sombra. I might actually do that for After Hours tonight.
Yeah, I need to get Scanner Sombra.
It was like
that's
$10.
Definitely gonna be it's definitely going to be a game that we're going to have in our podcast plug.
Yeah, no, probably do Scanner Sombra tonight, and then tomorrow night I'll for After Hours we'll do What Remains of Edith Finch. Sure.
Right.
Shades.
I need to play that game.
I've heard it's about 2.5 hours. Don't smork. I want Shadow Girl. There we go. Not Shadow Fang. There's too many shadows in my chat right now.
Yeah. It's like whenever I try to mention you in chat and it goes to blind bot instead.
Dude, I need to rename my bot so bad. Guys, we need to like have a poll about what to rename my bot to at some point.
I could always let you use LRF bot.
No. Skynet, how you doing? Wait, what? What? Yeah, one is like mini civilization, kinda. Yeah, kinda. Robo IRL. No, I hate it when people call bots Robo. I don't know why. It bugs me. It weirds me out. They're bots. Dude, I tried to get bot IRL and I couldn't get it. It's already taken.
Yeah, that sounds like something that'd be taken pretty quick.
You know, theoretically, I could just go into my bot's account and change its name. I don't actually have to make a new account for it now.
Right, that is a thing.
Guest 1561. one. Yes. Or guest bot IRL. Yeah.
At one point, I had a guest number like burned into my brain because I was trying to figure out this one bug, and I basically had to do a whole lot of debugging, and eventually I had a console output that would basically, I kept track of every single guest in the park and found whenever, it went from a bug state to an unbug state to a bug state, and I recorded that first number, and I watched that guest over and over again to figure out what was going on.
So this guest became the bane of your existence, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, pretty much. Eventually, I realized that the problem
Jarvis.
was not a bug that was
pretty good.
added in OpenRCT2, but a bug that was originally in the game. That apparently, the Chris Sawyer wanted to make it so that guests would take free transport rides when they're trying to leave the park.
Okay.
But when he was programming how they find the exit, he had said, okay, so I have this variable which stores the last ride the guest was on, but they're not going to go on rides when they're leaving the park. So why don't I just make that the number to indicate which exit it should go to? And then it's like, oh yeah, let's make it take free transport rides, which resets that number. And now it tries to go to an invalid exit, and I end up just swarming some random part of the park based on whatever data was there.
So you fixed a bug that Chris Sawyer left in the game?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just such a weird thing because it was just basically him kind of saying, oh, this variable isn't used, and then like, oh, we want to make them take the transport rides out of the park, and not realizing that those two ideas were not going to work together.
Have you seen this Giga Coaster that's quietly just being built off in the corner? Wow.
I'm not in the park.
I know
but
you're
I'm
not, but
looking
like...
at the stream. Oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah. Wow.
Anyways, to answer your question, Shades, 1. Just keeping it 1. I'm trying to keep them pretty short too. The only problem is me and Lewis could talk for a while.
Yeah, I mean, if
anyone
anyone wants to hop on, I'll hop off.
Yes, accurate statement, Billy. This is definitely a Giga. I mean, I can pull you in here, Shades, if you want. If you want to talk for a couple minutes. If you have anything specific you want to talk about, we can do that. Yeah, no, it's definitely a Giga Coaster. I like how the train goes through it. That's kind of neat. I like how it goes under the train. That's yours,
Yeah,
Furpy?
cool.
I'm excited to see what Furpy comes up with a Giga. Kind of surprised you didn't use the chain or the cable lift. You used the chain lift. I guess so that it can do the little thingamajig at the beginning. Oh, I gotcha. About your habits, all right. I mean, feel free to just leave a paragraph in chat if you want.
I don't know. I know my mom watches the stream. I don't care what she hears me say on here.
Password bribe? I mean, you don't need to bribe me to give you the password, Feint. You've been on the server, what, every week for the past... feels like forever? Or at least on and off. But thanks for the 15 bits, man. It's for password? Dude, it's not a paid entry thing. Twitch's servers are weird. Every now and again, it's like, yo, you are streaming at 5,000 kbs. It's like, no, I'm absolutely not doing that. Accurate statement. My internet's not that fast. I can't actually do that.
You don't have 5 megabit up?
Nope. I have about 3, maybe. No, I have slow-ass internet, man. Like, I'm like literally on the borderline for being actually able to stream.
Yeah, 3 would like including the noise and fluctuations based on load, 3 is not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I can say about my internet is it doesn't, like, it never, ever fails. Like, it's extremely stable. So, like, the best thing I can say about my provider is they're very consistent and very stable. Like, my speed never drops, ever. So, just kind of the, like, I used to have 150 up, 150 down, but because of load during peak hours at this time, I'd have maybe 2 up and down. At night, I'd have 150 up, 150 down, which is why I switched to this provider. Even though technically I'm getting slower internet most of the time, it's stable.
About what, Harry?
Yeah, that's what that's what I was wondering too. I was about to ask that. Everything? How much do you know about everything?
Everything.
Then we can boot you out and bring somebody else in, or something. Is there anything you want to talk about specifically before I boot you out?
Not much.
Not much.
Other than plug the Story Mode podcast, which is not this Sunday, but the next.
Yes, accurate. Because this Sunday I'm at Sabaton, so that's not happening.
All right.
Which is gonna be awesome. I'm excited for Sabaton. Anyways, talk to you later. I'm just gonna. Let's just.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can move out. I don't know.
I can just do that. Bye.
Bye. I just put him in the AFK room because that's easier. Does anybody else want to hop in and chat for a little bit, or can I just close down voice calls for a little bit? You can do either. It's up to you guys. Zulu is kind of done. Is that what you're calling it? I do like Baron ripoff. It's pretty funny. I agree with that statement that was pretty funny. But anyways, Billy, MF Maze, if you're still here, how was your stream today, sir? How was your stream? Also, yeah, take a look at my podcast. That other voice that was just in my head is also one of the hosts of it. We have fun. Also, alrighty, Fog. Subland is kicking your ass. Is it hard? I really like the way that Mott's running that thing. I think it's cool. I think he's doing a good job. Yeah, I mean, it made me laugh. It made me laugh, Fog. I thought it was funny. You're hitting a block? Well, I mean, you could steal my idea, which is half build a roller coaster and challenge somebody else to finish it. Or like half build something and then tell somebody else to finish it. And just say that you did it intentionally when in all honesty you just have artist's block. Got the layout done? I question your choice of colors, sir. But aside from that, looks neat. I look forward to scenery, I guess. Technically not 42. Yeah, okay. 2.3 infinity symbol? You can jump into chat? Shades, just hop into general or waiting room or one of those and I'll pull you in. You can talk. It's up to you, though. Only if you have something to talk about and you want to, I can pull you in. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I could see that. Okay, so we're pulling in Shadow Girl now. How you doing? Hello.
Am I loud?
Not super loud, but...
Okay, good.
Just let me adjust volumes for a second here. Dad, if you can't hear her, let me know and we'll sort that out. Like I've got a lot of things all on the same audio channel, I guess. So what's up? How's things?
Well, I'm actually off on a Monday for once, but that's only because I went to Kansas City last night.
So what'd you do in Kansas?
I was still in Missouri, but I went to Kansas City because my friend was having a baby shower and she wanted me to come.
I gotcha.
It was fun.
I haven't done any traveling in a while. Like, even, like, going to neighboring cities, like, that's just not something I do anymore. It's been so long. Like, I haven't actually been out of my city since TwitchCon. Which feels like forever ago now.
I can't really afford it, but I do it anyways. Just because I have friends that live on the other side of the state.
Oh, really, Eggman? Huh. I don't keep track of Comic-Con at all, to be honest with you.
And I'm still not very good at building roller coasters.
You know, this... You gotta remember, like, a lot of the people who play this game who are, in quotes, good at it have played it for years and years and years. This game is deceivingly complicated, you know, it's... You go into it,
Yeah.
it looks extremely simple, and you're like, oh yeah, I can do that, and then you're like, oh, where do I put this piece, and how do I not fuck it up? And it's... Which is why, like, the criticism is so heavy on it, but, you know, it's all about fun and learning slowly. We all start somewhere, right?
I'm building one in the corner of the map just to practice a little bit.
Oh, are you working on this blue thing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the type of coaster that you're working on is generally really simple in its layouts. But, yeah, this is fine. It's one of those easier things, you know? You don't see them too often anymore, because, like... I don't know why. I always... When I look at the steeplechase coasters, I always just think that they're just an immense safety hazard. It's like you're just sitting on basically what is a bicycle for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
and you're just like racing down a track, and you're like, that can't be safe. There's no way that's safe.
I should be scared to ride one.
I think it'd be fun. The Risk of Rain soundtrack makes me want to play Risk of Rain again. It's so good. Can't wait until we can actually build around over to this other train station. Got a lot of scenery stuff I gotta do. So overall, how's work been for you?
It's been okay.
Been alive?
Yeah, I did my first closing shift Saturday, and then I closed again next Saturday.
You know, sometimes I wish that I still worked during the day so that I could actually have, like, a functioning sleep schedule. But at the same time, you know, I stick in the same job because I have the job security. It's like, they couldn't... Like, I could do some stupid shit and they probably couldn't fire me just because they kind of need me. This is the reason I stay there for so long. It's like, I think one of the most common questions I get in my chat when people ask me where I work is, well, why have you worked there for so long? Like, what is wrong with you? It's like, two words, job security. You know, you have a job that they actually can't get rid of you in. It's like, well, there you go. The only awkward thing is I've worked there long enough now that the second high, this is just kind of a funny thing to anybody here. The second highest person in my store, I've worked for the company 2 years longer than she has. So, like, I know more about how the company works than the second highest person at my store, and she gets paid twice as much as me. It's like, what? Excuse me? How about this color combo? Significantly less eyes bleeding. I approve, Coaster Kid. Significantly less eyes bleeding. You need to work on the, like, combination of, like, car color and track color. Like, try and make those fit a little better. Maybe make the track colors, like, or the cars, like, gray or something. Or maybe, like, a blue to fit.
That looks neat.
I don't know. The pink just kind of stands out, if that's what that is. Is that pink? I think that's pink. Just eyeballing it. What is it? Okay, well, he just changed the color, so I don't know what they are now. Blue and gray? Yeah, that works. But yeah.
I finally got to meet my boss.
You finally got to meet your boss. How long have you worked there?
I worked there since the end of February. She was on maternity leave the entire time I was first there.
Huh. Alright. That's gotta be an interesting introduction. I find I always either really like my bosses or just kind of wish they would vanish forever.
She doesn't seem bad so far. She's not a complete and total idiot like my other Taco Bell boss was.
Oh, that's fair. But you know, it's fast food, which is kind of like, you never really know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Eggman. I think Coaster Kid's got a neat thing going on there, and I'm looking forward to seeing this thing a little bit sceneried up, you know?
Meanwhile, the McDonald's in my area can hardly keep any employees.
Turnover rates are a thing.
Really bad. Who work for?
Well, it's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Are you building a roller coaster there, or is that like going to turn into a building? I think that's Fog doing that. I assume it's Fog, because it's right next to where Fog was working.
I thought you were talking about me for a second there.
Nope, talking to Fog. Am still streaming. Still a thing. We are the most beautiful park in the country. I beg to differ, but alright. Depends on what country we're in. Anybody else notice that they never actually tell you what country you're in this game? Also, what country has giant black voids? That's the question.
Antarctica? No, wait, that's a continent, not a country.
Antarctica doesn't have giant black voids, right? Hey, Butter. It's been a while. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, no, is there anything else you wanted to talk about, or should I move on? See if anybody else wants to hop in. / just go back to streaming normally.
If anybody else wants to hop in, they're more than welcome to.
Okay.
I'm just practicing building.
Well, if you
Try not
want,
to fuck up.
if you want any advice, just like give me a shout in chat, and I'll pull you in. But I'm gonna hop out here, and if anybody else wants to hop in to talk, just let me know, as always. So just yeah, thanks for being on the server, and thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come in, I guess.
Talk to you later. The UK? Coaster Kid, I think? You know, that was Shadow Girl, for anybody wondering. If anybody just tuning in, we are, like, pulling people into voice occasionally if people are interested. Not letting me pop that in there. That's kind of annoying. Hold up. Is that right? Nope. There we go. I think I got it. I totally got it. Cool. Your voice. You know, one of the hardest parts about existing on the internet like I do is I hear my voice all the time and it's in my head. So essentially what I have is in the back of this microphone, I guess I can point the camera a little bit here. This is my headphones. They're plugged into my microphone, and so I actually hear myself at all times. After a while you kind of get used to it, but initially it's fucking weird. I'm gonna tell you that. It's fucking weird. I can give myself ASMR. So let me tell all you fuckers who like ASMR, I don't need that because I can do it to myself. So if only that was a thing I was into. Just buy your own microphone. If you're into ASMR and that's a thing that you get off on, just get your own microphone and just do the yourself. It really helps. Puppies cuddling your feet. Aye. What they do. You do that too? I mean, you kind of have to. Then you instantly know if your mic's peaking. I was close. I said UK, right? Hey, it's AS Marsterbating. Marsterbating? Cool. We'll go with that. Hey, Light Pyro, how you doing? Also, Chibi, what's up? How you doing? Let's just... This is not going to be my hill, but let's just... That. I'm absolutely turning that off. Okay, let's just do that for right now. Hey, Laxatus. The master of baiting people into giving me money on the internet. Laxatives. That's what. You're doing a sub badge for your channel? Awesome. What's your sub badge gonna be, dude? Did you decide to go with that trains idea? Because TBH, I kind of think that's a pretty rad idea. Hello, Laxatives, my old friend. So you have this name, Laxatives, just so that you can hear people saying laxatives all the time because you think it's funny, right? That's just like the truth that I've come to accept since you started frequenting my channel. Like, feels like fucking forever ago. You know? Like, literally forever ago. You're really addicted to laxatives. Honestly, I don't know what to say to that. Gotta keep it clean. Oh boy, here we go. Why don't you, try and figure out if there's some equivalent to that old show, My Strange Addiction. Unless that show's still running, which I feel like it isn't. Try and get on there. Get on that. See what happens. And also to respond to Light Pyro, I'm doing good, man. Like, kinda very super duper exhausted because it's been a long week and I've had 3.5 hours of sleep, but doing aight. Doing aight, I would describe myself as currently. Hey, Belliner, how was your stream today? I lurked for a wee bit. You were fighting a kraken. I think that's what that was. Excuse me. A quacking. Okay. Gotcha. Same thing. Killed it twice? Ah. I don't understand the, don't starve lore, if you will. Like, at all. I'm building a log flume backwards, and it's weird. What, don't starve? By never playing it, I guess? Think red or blue. Gotcha. Cool stuff, Neil. Or kind of punny versions based on their name. But what does Canadian have to do with this? That's the question that I have for you. What does being Canadian have to do with that? Now, what would that look like? Curious. I wonder, can I pre-test these? I've never tried it. Kind of weird. Is the answer to that question that I had before. Oh, really? TIL. I had no idea that Clay was Canadian. You're gonna leave me that path for the log flume? Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Are you on your way out, Fog? I kind of assumed just because you said you're gonna leave me leave, or you're gonna leave. I don't know if that means you're leaving or if you're just leaving a path. I think I like Clay a little bit more now. I already liked them because I thought that their art's cool, but now I kind of love them. Wait, what? You mean the text-to-speech? Oh. Dude, the Greek alphabet's scary, man. That's, Okay, gotcha, Fog. Well, we'll see you later. Do you want me to send you the save file for this afterwards, or do you just want to, like, leave it running so autosave will take care of it? So if you just leave the game running, autosave will take care of it, and then you'll... Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I was gonna say... TTS? Text-to-speech? What? Yeah, if you just leave the, If you just leave the game open, you should just have the save file, I would think. Yeah, sure, Faint. Dude, I've seen Cyrillic. I know what Cyrillic looks like. Doesn't change the fact that Greek is scary looking. Also, I hope everybody's enjoying the stream today. Hope everybody's having a good time. I know that gig is impressive, man. I'll go check it out in a moment. Actually, hold on. Gotta do a thing. There we go. Yeah, no, Furpy makes cool things, so when I saw that Furpy was working on the Giga, it's like, man, that's gonna be cool. We're done? Cool, thanks. It's just hot damn, that's all I have to say to that, man. Just hot damn, sir. So, Bellinaire, when's that 24-hour Zelda stream happening? Yeah. We'll save up. Okay. Will do. Next week? Is that actually happening? Or are you just gonna do it anyway? Yeah, no, I'm super excited to see what Furby can come up with for a Giga. I mean, I have a feeling that this Giga coaster is gonna need to be looked at. Fog. But yeah, we'll see you later, dude. You wanna hear back first? Gotcha. Oh, you haven't heard back yet? I wasn't sure if you had yet. I'm just gonna undo my hair for a bit. Give me a second. I need to set my hair free. It feels cooped up. I feel like the entire partnerships team has been working bonanza overtime recently, approving emotes. I heard basically all of Twitch staff was doing 12-hour days the past week through a few sources that I have. I guess the next question is, Bellinaire, have you sorted out sub badges yet? Your coaster? This thing? It's not terrible. You're learning, Shades. You're definitely learning. Twitch staff, not Amazon staff. Working on it, gotcha. Did I show you my sub badges? I know I've shown them off a couple times on stream already, but if you guys, if anybody here hasn't seen my sub badges and would like to see them, let me know, and I can show them to you guys if you want. I try to move it close to the park. Try and corkscrews are generally very square, and I don't mean like kind of like a box. I mean like they kind of wrap in on themselves a whole lot, and they're almost like a small rectangle. Does that make sense? So try and keep, especially if you're going for a smaller, more traditional type of... We'll see you later, Fog. You have a good night, dude. Especially if it's more of a traditional type of corkscrew that you're trying to build, try and keep them more compact. I think it's my advice on that. But yeah, no, I can show you. Give me a second. I can definitely show you guys. Give me 1 second here. Blah. Air, please. There we go, finally. It's comfy. Display capture. Boom! Bonanza. So, right now, because you got 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. No, 1 month, 3 months. Is it 3 months? And then... It's either 6 year, 2 years, I think, is what it is. So, we got a couple colors to choose from here. Got the blue one. You know, the blue one. Let's just zoom it in a little bit more. So we got that balloon. We got that balloon, that balloon, that balloon, that balloon, and that balloon. Which I think should be 2 years. But, yeah. Those are sub badges. Which will hopefully happen at some point. Whenever affiliate rolls that out. So. I'm excited. I am definitely excited. My artist decided to do it free of charge, too. I was like, how much do I owe you? I asked him how much I owe him like 4 times. Then he's like, oh, you don't owe me anything. I was like, what? What, man? You can't do that. Also, there's a gold one without sunglasses as well. So. Cool balloon? Yeah, feels balloon, man. So what do you think, Arbitrary, and anybody who hasn't seen it yet? Feedback? Okay, let's just switch to those. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. That's what I wanted. There we go. Cool. Hopefully arbitrary. But you know, once you, in quotes, get money, the first thing you should do with your money is save. Don't just subscribe to me as soon as you have money. That's not financially the wisest thing I've ever heard. Once you have money, save your money. Once you have money saved, then sub. You is a maze. I was gonna say, why are we talking about a Maz here? Maz is a Hearthstone player. You need help with your coaster? What do you need? What you need? No way to get it online? I mean, do you have a bank account, Butter? Like, don't tell me how old you are, but like, whoopsies. Let's, no entrance that. Are you, don't tell me how old you are, but like, are you legally old enough to have a credit card? Because I think that if you want to put money in a PayPal, for example, you just need a bank account. Because I got my PayPal account at 17. You just need to go into your bank and tell them that you're making a PayPal account. Well, first you need to make a PayPal account, right? And then you just need to go into the bank and just be like, I want to make a PayPal account. Like, I had a PayPal account before I had a credit card. So, I don't know if that helps at all. But if you have a bank account, and I think you just need to be 17, you can go make a PayPal account. And then at that point, you can at least tip and stuff. Hey, Dragon Extra. Of course, then, like, you know, there's the question, like, do you know anybody who has a Amazon account that has Amazon Prime attached to it? Like, do your parents use Amazon or anything? Oh, you like the Risk of Rain stuff, Dragon Xer? I enjoy Risk of Rain. Also, you go get your food, Belle. I enjoy me some Risk of Rain. I have risked the rain many times. I spent like a solid, like, I think that's the roguelike game I've put the most time into. It was like a solid 50 hours, and then I lost my save file, and I was sad. As for whatever reason, it didn't back up on Steam Cloud. How's MP going? MP is going nicely. We've been pulling in callers occasionally, Hooker. Let's try this. There's some weird clipping here in a few spots doing this. Nerd mostly and absolutely. Oh yeah, no. Like, you do get this, like, I'm not gonna say it's the best balanced game ever, like some of the characters are just kind of bad, but there's something about Risk of Rain that just fucking clicked with me that so many of those other games just, for lack of a better word, don't. Like, they just don't click. Whereas Risk of Rain just it clicked with me. It's nice to find a roguelike that works for you, you know? Or roguelite, sorry. Also, guys, just a heads up, for After Hours today, we're going to be playing a game that's a little bit different than our normal After Hours stuff. We're going to be playing through a game called Scanner Sombra. And if you don't know what that is, it is the newest game from the guys who made Prison Architect. That being said, it's a completely different type of game. It is a linear story-based thing, which is absolutely my jam. So we're going to be taking a look at that for After Hours today. Taco Belmont? Are you talking about the game that I was just referring to now, or something that I was referring to a couple minutes ago? It had some... Dude, look around in the workshop. There's some good pre-built sandbox maps out there. Some pretty damn good ones, actually. People are getting better at them. Oh, the roguelike? Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain. It's the soundtrack that we're listening to right now. It's kind of like a 2D action side-scroller, I guess. And it's the only roguelike I've ever put, like, time into, I guess. Sour Please isn't technically a new thing. Sour Please has been around for a very long time, dude. It's a BTTV emote. Yeah, it's better Twitch. Also, how you doing, Taco Belmont? Oh, hey, Twitch thinks I'm offline. Guys, am I still online? Can I get a heads up on whether or not my channel is currently online? It'd be lovely to know. I'm all right, Taco Belmont. A little bit sleepy, but aside from, you know, that, I'm doing okay. I would describe myself as okay currently. Relieved to be finished my current work week. Not excited about going back to work, but very, 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 very excited about next Sunday. Man, I'm stupidly, like, maybe a little bit ridiculously excited for next Sunday. Because I get to go see Sabaton. And I was just mildly excited about that concert, and then I watched a bunch of footage of them live, and now I am what I would safely describe as fucking stoked to go see Sabaton. Still up? Good. Good to know. Okay, Twitch is claiming I'm online again, too, which is even better. Yeah, no, Twitch, I guess, lost my signal for a moment there. What did Fog use for roofs? Let's try these. Let's see what this color looks like. There we go. I feel like you did worse the second time around. No. And you can always try, right? I mean, the goal is that you're happy with your work. I almost want this roof to look like it's made of thatch. Wow, isometric view beat the shit out of me just now. Did I do it? Almost. Looks like cheese. That's not the intended effect. So if it's giving you like kind of a cheese effect, then I feel like I've done something wrong here. Okay, I don't like these roofs. I changed my mind about these roofs. I am not a fan of these roofs. Big on vile heathen roofs. Top right corner? Well, they're gone now anyway, so it's safe. No cheesy roofs today. I mean, as I said before, Shades, it's all about just like practice. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If you succeed worse the second time, try again. Righty. Also, guys, kind of cool thing happened last month. Because it's over now, I can actually say this. Last month was my second best month of all time for views. We were only beat by like around 200 views, and my highest viewed month ever, which was November, I think, November. Right after we got back from TwitchCon, just because I got a lot of massive hosts that month. We only lost to that by about 200 views, so it was my second best month ever, which I think is kind of neat. It's a neat little thing that I need to highlight and mention. Just give yourself a pat on the back if you tuned in this past month, because you assisted on making it my best month, or my second best month ever for views. I think part of that is due to the fact that Cherno hosted me twice, but, you know, it's all about the little things. It's all about the little things. Come on, you. Go away. Yeah. It's all about the little things. No, don't you congratulate me. Congratulate yourself if you tuned in and helped. Because, you know, like, it's not me that's viewing my channel 12,000 times. It's you guys that are viewing my channel 12,000 times, right? What food did you go get, Cyclone? Like, what are you eating? I should probably get up and go get some food pretty soon. I'm live for what now? Almost 4 hours. Yeah, no, I need to go get me some food pretty soon here, I think. I've earned it. I've earned myself a snack. Even if that's just like some peanuts. Can't remember how you found me. I mean, that's fair. Makes you feel cold. Why is that? Why does it make you feel cold? As long as it doesn't make you feel dead inside, I think we're good. I want to play Scanner Sombra for After Hours today. Unless there's something you specifically want to see that you want to request. Why? What's up? I had grilled veggies, sausage with cheese. I like a pizza, like sort of like a pita bread. Sounds tasty. Yeah, no, Scanner Sombra is a potential potential story mode game. It's the new game from Introvision, the guys who made Prison Architect. Which to me is a curiosity in and of itself, just because it's by them. You know, because they always make weird things. You know, they've dabbled in RTS style games, they've dabbled in management, they've dabbled in hacking games. Like they've done a lot of weird shit in the past. We go great on pita. I want pita bread now. I just want pita bread in my house, so I just have easy access to it, you know? Because we don't have the rain turned on, so you don't have the contrast of the occasional rain. I mean, maybe it's just the color. It's got to just be the color palette, right? Sure, Cyclone. Also, once again, if anybody wants to hop into voice for a little bit, let me know. Wait, what? Are they stuck on there? How did you get what? I have literally no idea how they got stuck there. Just calling it flume because I'm creative. Until after you get home? What time will you be getting home? Because, dude, like, I've only been playing multiplayer for 4 hours. Like, if you're going to be home in an hour and a half, I'll probably still be playing multiplayer. Like, you know, there's still, what, 4 people on the server? And if anybody else wants to hop in, feel free. Like, we'll probably be playing this for a little bit more. You know what, guys? I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to post a Reddit thread about this. It's been a while since we posted on Reddit. Try and bring some new faces in here. Give me a second here. Are you, like, just traveling home now, Eggman, or...? There's a thread if anybody wants to touch it. Well, that's a neat little thing. Also, I like this. I like the side friction. That's cool. And this is also totally new that I haven't seen before. Oh, is this your experimenting, Shades? I honestly, Shades, try doing like less corkscrews. Like I would never do like 2 corkscrews into one the another direction. Like here, I would never do that. Just looks odd. This little dude's cute though. I like the little spinner. But keep fucking around, keep experimenting. I don't know if anybody wants to upvote that, but you guys do you. Yeah, no, I like the way this is looking. It's looking cool. It's been a while since I posted these multiplayer games on Reddit. Figured, you know, sometimes we find new people on Reddit. Not always. A lot of the like regulars on that subreddit kind of know about the stream, but it's still sometimes a useful thing to pull some new people in. Yeah, no, I have a feeling that we'll probably go for another hour and a half at least for multiplayer, and then I'll play Scanner Sombra. And it'll be a good time. Or at least I hope it'll be a good time. I hope you guys will have fun. We'll get back to working on this. Just checking something real quick. Just checking my social media. Because I'm a butterfly and that's what I do. I've got knots in my hair. Unfortunately today I decided to just stream before showering. So I'm kind of gross right now, unfortunately. I do need to definitely shower as soon as I'm done streaming. That's like the first thing I'm gonna do when I finish streaming tonight is just get up and shower. It's gonna be glorious. Another game I'd like to play, actually. I wasn't super interested in it, and then some of you might remember we hosted Insanity Live, Tom. It was a cool dude, another fellow Canadian broadcaster. Hosted him, and he was playing it, and now I'm very, very, very interested in it. It's called Little Nightmares. I know that there's been some buzz around it recently. It didn't really look like something I'd be interested in, but then I saw like the actual gameplay of it, and man, that game looks sort of like Limbo and Inside in all of the ways that I really like Limbo and Inside. So I might need to pick that up and play it. My only like real gripe with it is it's $25 in Canada, and that's even for me. Like I'm okay with spending like $20 on a 3-hour experience, but 25 is pushing it a little bit. So I might hold off on that one, but I would like to play that at some point. It looks real cool. It's just got a good look to it, you know? And like a good amount of atmosphere and like a neat premise, you know, like basically just like personified like childhood fears, I guess. Probably turn off zero clearance. I don't need that anymore. Minus, how you doing, sir? You almost forgot you want to hop in? How does one almost forget? Although, I'll tell you this, Minus, before you hop in, before you update, you have to use this patch. You have to use that one. I actually posted on Reddit right now, for the first time in a while. It's been a while since I posted anything on Reddit, but I figured, you know, it's been long enough. Might as well post one. Yeah, you have to use that one. Minus. But I'll whisper you the password. No, Cyclone's around. I think Cyclone's still on the server, too. Unless he, like, ninja'd out. Nope, Cyclone's on the server. Cyclone's building this. Yep, Cyclone's definitely still here. Check this out, though, Minus. that is often a thing that happens with ice cream, Toaster Kid. What kind of ice cream is it? The fact that this is named Zeus makes me want to make a ride and call it Poseidon. Yeah, no kidding. Audio, no kidding. Dipping Dots? I like Dipping Dots a whole bunch, actually. I have a soft spot for Dippin' Dots. Also, I've officially streamed longer than I've had sleep. You can't get them in the UK, really? Yeah, it is massive, but it looks so cool, dude. I still say that the best part about Shovel Knight is the existence of all these chiptunes. I think that looks cool. Who made it this? Who made the Giga? Furpy. Chocolate peanut butter. Pokemon Leaf Green. That's not random at all. That's an oldie, man. Guys, I'm gonna grab myself a snack. I will be back in a second. Well, maybe not a literal second, but I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. There was an earthquake? Oh no! Did any of the rides fall over? Man, no, Furpy always builds super cool shit, dude. You know, Furpy always builds some pretty impressive stuff, so I always look forward to seeing what Furpy's gonna build. And then when Furpy doesn't make it onto the server, I'm always kind of sad. Which happens every so often, but... Nope. Never watched Rick... Well, not true. Never got into Rick and Morty. I watched 2 episodes of that show and kind of hated it. So, I found the humor a little bit repulsive, and then just kind of never bothered. There you go, Minus. Let me know when you're done. Technically, Smee, or however you say that name, technically, we're using OpenRCT, which is a fan-made patch, which allows us to play multiplayer. And then I have some custom scenery, nothing super complicated, but... That's how we're playing. Okay. What else can I do here? There we go. Multiplayer, yeah. We're playing in multiplayer. So currently there is... How many of us on here? 6, question mark? Yeah, 6 people, including myself, playing on this server. We play in one gigantic sandbox together. So I, today, myself have built this building. I built this building and I did this little haunted house thing. Then I did this log flume. And then everything else has been built by other people in the 4 hours I've been live. So let's find somebody who's working on something currently. Let's go look at Minus. Let's see what Minus is working on. So Minus is working on this. What are you working on, by the way? What are you trying to do, Minus? I'm just curious about what you're trying to do. You do realize that the track at the end there doesn't connect to the entrance, right? Yeah. Minus. If you tell me what you're trying to do. There you go. You got everything. Yes, he's trying to make a grass on fire coaster. So were you trying to make a launched flyer then? A motherfucking flyer. Well, this will be interesting. I'm down.